The following broadcast is the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week, brought to you by Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, David Reagan Ford, Sonic America's Drive-In, Com South, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Now for the Middle Georgia Sports Network's pregame show, presented by Brandon Outfitters. Here are your hosts, Kenny Kofer and Brett Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome into the Hornets' Nest for the Westfield Roundball Game of the Week. The Westfield Hornets take on the Tiftarea Panthers here tonight from the Hornets' Nest. Westfield comes in their first game of the season, fresh off their state championship in football on Saturday. And they get to face a tough Tiftarea team who traveled up I-75 here. We just saw the girls' game happen with the Westfield Lady Hornets defeating the Lady Panthers 75-43 in that one. Hoping for a similar result here tonight with the Westfield men's team. And for the Westfield boys team, look down there, Brett. A lot of the same faces that you saw last year. And I'll tell you, one face is good to see back, and that is Giles Amos. But I don't see him on the floor at the moment, do you?
I do. Yeah, he was early. He was there earlier. So I saw him shoot a line drive three-pointer.
So he'll be back, and that is going to be a sight for sore eyes on the basketball court. We, of course, remember last year, one of the early games of the season against Fullington Academy. He, of course, tore up his knee down in the corner of the basketball court over there, and there he is getting warmed up, getting his pants off and all that, ready to go. And
dance off, pants on.
And he did a great job. His brother actually played basketball for the first time in quite a while and did a great job for Westfield as well with his height, stepping in and playing a low post. And now you get to see him, very athletic Giles Amos back on the floor to go along with Cam Forrester and Tanner Westbrook. And the guys have changed some numbers down there for us this year. Tanner going with 33, Cam going with 10. And you got, of course, Austin Burnett and Reagan Waller, the two young studs coming in and playing. But you're going to miss Micah Moore. That's one name you're going to miss for Westfield, who is a very good shooter from long range.
Yeah, you're right, Kenny, and Westfield's going to have to replace those guys from last season. You got John Bard and Reagan Waller, some youngsters that are very exciting. And then we saw Austin Burnett a lot last year in B-team action, and he was very quick and an excellent guard. So it'll be interesting to see what Westfield does as far as with their youngsters. But they have a lot of good players, and you would think that that success from football should carry over here to the basketball court.
And they're starting to announce the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll go ahead and run that down for you for the Tiftarea Panthers. The starters are number 10, Bailey Cunningham, number 12, Ethan Mims, number 15, Austin Stripling, number 20, Nathan Carswell, and number 21, Trent Hobbs. Those are the starters tonight for the visiting Tiftarea Panthers. And for the homestanding Westfield Hornets, the starters for them at guard will be number 33, Tanner Westbrook. The other guard will be number 5, Griffin Elmore. As well as at guard, Marquise Watkins and Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then they'll have Giles Amos at the center position. So they're going with 4 guards and a center tonight for the Westfield Hornets. And there you see Ryan Fitzpatrick, obviously the state championship quarterback. And here tonight going to be playing probably some point guard as well as shooting guard for the Westfield team. And there's Giles. And I'll tell you the first thing you notice, Giles has really been in the weight room. He's starting to get some pretty good thickness to him.
Yeah, he's starting to look like, I looked down there quickly and I was like, wait a minute, William graduated. Where's William? But I tell you what, he is, like you said, he's got some bulk on him and very impressed with him. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with the start of the basketball game here on the Middle Georgia. No, we won't. Never mind. I thought they were going to do the national anthem, but they're going straight into the game.
Yeah, they're going to start straight into the tip.
So we'll stay here.
So we will. We'll stay here, and we're almost set for basketball action. We want to thank Brandon Outfitters for sponsoring the Brandon Outfitters pregame show. They've sponsored all season long for football, basketball, and they'll also be doing baseball, so be sure to go check them out. I believe they have their Christmas special going on December 13th. I know my wife had asked me, said, we're going to go back again? I said, sure.
Yep, live reindeer. They have reindeer.
The whole deal. Fun time. Now here's the opening tip, and it's won by Tiftarea there by Nathan Carswell. And a quick foul or I'm not sure what exactly happened. A quick whistle.
They're going to re-tip it.
So they will. They have to re-tip. A little bit late, though. So
I think what happened is nobody touched it on the way up, so
kind of just fell in the Carswell's hands.
Yeah, so they are going to redo it here.
So
Reset
Carswell,
the clock and everything.
Yeah, put 8 minutes back on the clock. Carswell and Giles Amos will be doing the opening tip. Part 2. Part 2.
Yeah, whatever.
And this time it's won by Westfield. Marquise Watkins runs the point for Westfield. Sets up the play there. He's guarded closely by Bailey Cunningham. Gets it inside to Tanner Westbrook, and Tanner travels on Westfield's first offensive possession.
Yeah, Tanner had it trapped against his hip, trying to come around that screen, and just unfortunate for Tanner right there, but turns it over to the Tiftarea Panthers.
Now they inbound the ball to Ethan Mims. Mims gives it over to Austin Carswell. Carswell has a tough problem controlling the basketball. Now he gets over to Trent Hobbs, and they have a backcourt violation. 10 seconds. As Westfield played great defense there, forcing them to turn it over. And Westfield will get the basketball back. No score, just 22 seconds into this one here from the Hornets' Nest.
Yeah, that was almost like 20 seconds, it seemed like.
Give it over to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Back over to Marquise Watkins. Bounce pass down low to Giles Amos. Giles shoots it up and good for 2. Westfield takes the early lead, 2-0.
Nice drop step right there on the right block, and Westfield, as you said, takes the early lead.
Stripling goes coast to coast, and he's blocked by Giles Amos. Wide open the other end is Griffin Elmore. Elmore up, no good. Elmore looked like he got a little underneath the basket that time.
But I can tell you this, Westfield comes out with a lot of energy. They look to be a little bit rusty shooting the basketball, but I tell you what, if their defense continues like this, it's going to be a tough night for Tiftarea.
And they give it off down low now to Carswell. Carswell, cross-court pass over to Stripling. Stripling back down to the right wing, Bailey Cunningham. Cunningham drives the lane, goes up with the right hand. He is fouled. No good on the shot, but he'll be shooting 2. And the foul was on.
Cunningham is very quick, and he knifed into the lane there from the right side of the court. Got the shot off, missed it, but was fouled.
Wasn't sure who that foul was on. He flashed number 10.
It's either got to be
or it
11 or 12.
5. Or it could have been 5.
Yeah, it could have been.
And he's 0 for 2 there from the free throw line. Westfield retains that 2-0 lead. Give it down the low to Giles Amos. Giles goes up. He is fouled there by Austin Stripling. His first foul, team's first. And Giles will be shooting 2.
And his dad has no concern, as you can see him eating popcorn over there. I figured he'd be a little bit concerned, but he's just whatever.
I'm sure he loves to have that on camera. First of 2 is no good.
Mr. Bill, for some reason, loves us, so we'd like to thank him for all he does, but Giles misses the front end, and I was a little nervous seeing him hit the deck, to be honest.
Yeah, especially after that knee injury last year, and he's just got a wrap on it here. Now the inbound, they give it over to 21. That is Hobbs. Hobbs, they better get across the midcourt line. They do. Now Cunningham's going to take a 3, and he knocks it down. Does Cunningham. Now they come with the trap. Watkins, guarded closely there by Cunningham. They kind of relax a little bit. Watkins now over into the corner to Griffin Elmore. He's got a good shot for 3, and it's good. It's 6-3 Westfield with 6:10 to go. And it's stolen away. Ryan Fitzpatrick, he slips, gives it off. Last second, Griffin Elmore, and he is fouled hard there by number 20, Carswell. That is going to be Carswell's second foul here early in this one. And to the line will be Griffin Elmore.
That got the fans up and excited right there. That was a great job by Ryan Fitzpatrick, just laying his body out on the line. And Griffin Elmore going to the line here after an excellent play by Fitzpatrick.
The first is up and good. So 7-3 your score now is starting to get some substitutions in. Jack Raines will come in to replace number 20, Nathan Carswell, up for his second foul. Elmore's second free throw, up and good. 2 for 2. Now with 5 points on the game for Griffin Elmore. 8-3 your score. They're having all sorts of problems getting across the midcourt line. Jack Raines has it stolen away. Good job by Marquise Watkins. Cross-court pass, then back underneath to Giles Amos, and he's fouled by number 12, Ethan Mims. Team's third. That is Ethan's first. Giles was in the act of shooting So he'll be shooting 2. Off the back iron. No good from Giles. Giles is now 1 of 3 from the free throw line.
And as I said earlier, these guys are a little rusty as Giles hits the back end of that 2-shot foul. But just coming off the football season, and tell you what, it's showing a little bit early, but they're playing hard.
Absolutely. They're causing all sorts of problems. They steal it away again. Now they pass it back into Tanner Westbrook. Tanner down low. And it's over to Griffin Elmore. Elmore goes up with the right hand. No good. Giles tips it up and over the backboard, out of bounds. Back over to Tiftarea. And there's a timeout on the floor by Tiftarea. So we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Westfield Basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And back comes Tiftarea, and they have a shot blocked there. And here comes Westfield now with Ryan Fitzpatrick with the ball. Gives up to Watkins. They wanted a foul. Did the Tiftarea team here. Watkins gives over to Fitzpatrick. Swings it down and off the hand and out of bounds off of Ethan Mims. Possession remains with Westfield, who leads 9-3 with 5:04 to go here in this first quarter. Confusion there on who the basketball belonged to, but that was pretty obvious. It went off Tiftarea. I don't really know what all the yelling's about. Griffin Elmore with the basketball. Gives it off to Watkins. Watkins pulls it out. Gives it over to Westbrook. Back to Watkins. Dump it down low to Giles Amos. Giles is blocked. Good block that time by number 30, Jack Raines. And now here comes Tiftarea. Austin Stripling, cross-court pass. Now a shot for 3 is off the front iron. No good from Ethan Mims. Ryan Fitzpatrick, the rebound, and back comes Westfield. Ryan gets called with a carry. Turnover. Gives the ball back to Tiftarea. 9-3 your score, and 4:33 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, just not a good job right there on that series of events for both teams, really. And Westfield turns the ball back over to Tiftarea. Continue to let Tiftarea hang in the game because of poor shooting.
Trent Hobbs having trouble getting rid of the basketball. Finally kicks it off. And now shooting a 3, Bailey Cunningham, no good. And he kicks off back over to Cunningham, no good again. Finally, the ball is given off to Westfield, and it goes out of bounds. Over there near Mr. Carroll, trying to save it that time, was Tanner Westbrook, and it will go back to Tiftarea.
Yeah, good hustle right there by Tanner, just not able to corral it and get it back in. But nonetheless, you like the effort, and Westfield continues to lead 9-3 with 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
They're going to call a foul over there on Griffin Elmore. So Griffin, I believe that'll be his second foul.
John Bard's going to come into the game for Griffin.
Yeah, he was guarding over there pretty tightly on Austin Stripling, and they called a hand foul. So inbounding the ball will be Trent Hobbs. They call a 5-second violation.
Just had nowhere to go with the basketball. Great defense right there by Westfield, and they continue to just hustle all around the court. And you got to think that Coach Jake Walls likes that hustle. He knows that his Hornets are not in the best game shape, but I'll tell you what, they're running around and playing hard.
Ryan Fitzpatrick with the basketball now. He's going to drive to the lane. He's going to go up with the right hand off the glass. No good. Rebound John Bard. No good. Rebound Ryan Fitzpatrick. He throws it up. It's no good again. And Tanner Westbrook with the basketball. Man, a flurry. Now down low to Ryan, and it's up. No good, but he is fouled. He'll shoot 2. So goodness gracious, is this fast pace here tonight.
And the thing I like about Coach Jake Walls is he's not satisfied with the hustle. He wants Ryan to be able to finish that play and go to the line for a chance at a three-point play, but nonetheless, he's got a shot at 2 with 3:42 left to go here in the first.
The first of 2 is up and good from Ryan Fitzpatrick. Got a substitution coming in, number 31, Nathan Duvall. He will check in for Trent Hobbs. So now coming in will be number 4. That is Logan Carswell for number 15, Austin Stripley.
My first shot at a spotter.
There you go. Westfield still leading 10-3 with the second up and good from Ryan Fitzpatrick. And it now is 11-3 Westfield. And now Logan Carswell gives it off to Nathan Duvall to break the trap now. Bailey Cunningham. Cunningham looking for somebody, anybody. Bounce pass down low to Duvall. Duvall has it stolen away. And here comes Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan going up and is blocked by Duvall, but they call a foul on him. And he'll be shooting 2, so that is a foul there on Duvall. So he'll be shooting 2 free throws with Westfield leading 11-3, 3:23 to go.
Ryan is so different on the basketball court than he is on football and baseball. He just is 90-0.
First is up and good. Yeah, Ryan here, he seems so cool and calm on the football field, like nothing can get to him. And you're right, man. On basketball floor, he is just a wild man.
He's finding his shot from the free throw line here tonight, though.
Second is off the front iron, no good.
That's the way to jinx him.
Yeah. Well, they kick it over here to Sam Varnado. Varnado kicks it over here near side to Carswell. Carswell driving the baseline. Looking for somebody. Throws it off his own man's shoulder. Turnover. John Bard. I'm about to say, goodness gracious. John is fouled there. And Westfield's going to have some substitutions. Coming in will be Cam Forrester and Reagan Waller. Giles Amos. Tanner Westbrook will check out of the game. They inbound the ball now to Watkins. Watkins gives the ball back from Bard. Watkins drives the baseline, goes up with the right hand. He's blocked. Picks it up in one motion, gives it off to Cam Forrester, who misses. And now a long-distance 3 from John Bard. Puts it in. Westfield up 15-3.
Man, this is John Bard's time of the year. I tweeted that out yesterday. John Bard loves basketball season.
And a turnover again as Varnado tried to bounce pass it over to Nathan Duvall, and he falls out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Westfield with the 12-point lead, 2:37 left in the first quarter.
I tell you what, I like the excitement coming in for John Bard and Cam Forrester, Reagan Waller even. They're making a lot of things happen and continuing that hustle that Westfield has been known for.
And Watkins goes up and misses the 3. There's a foul on the floor, though, and that will go against Cam Forrester. That's Cam's first. And driving the lane is Varnado, misses point blank.
It's like bowling pins falling all across the lane there as Cam Forrester and a Tiftarea Panther went down to the ground. Not sure who that was for Tiftarea, but it's very aggressive here tonight, and both of these teams playing hard.
Carswell swings over to Varnado. Varnado drives the baseline, goes up, nowhere to go. Good job by Cam Forrester shutting that down. And back come the Hornets. Ryan Fitzpatrick, good Lord, he's almost tackled there by Nathan Duvall. And Duvall now, I believe that's his third foul.
Wow, not even through the first quarter. 15-3 your score. Minute 59 left to go here in the first. Ryan's going to the line yet again.
Third time at the line tonight, and he misses there. So he is now 3 of 5 from the free throw line.
Looks like Ryan's going to be sub for, so the sub's going to stay at the scorer's table here.
And it's good from Ryan Fitzpatrick.
It's number 25 for Westfield.
So that is going to be Gavin Edmondson coming in the ball game. Gavin, a great linebacker. And a great basketball player as well. Having problems getting across the line here. Varnado guarded closely by Reagan Waller. And they're going to call Reagan on the foul. So Reagan, that'll be his first foul. Westfield's fourth. They inbound the ball in the backcourt to Varnado. 16-3 your score. Minute 49 to go here in this opening quarter from the Hornets' Nest between Westfield and Tiftarea. Cam Forrester with a high arcing shot. Left hand is good from Jack Raines over Cam. And Marquise Watkins goes up, and they call a charge on Marquise Watkins.
Wow.
No basket.
Excellent drive there, but maybe a little out of control, and the officials saw that and said, hey, foul on that offensive player right there. And Marquise Watkins, I tell you what, he is an exciting player for Westfield, but just doesn't get the call right there on that particular play.
So they try to inbound the ball. Carswell having all sorts of problems. Got 5 seconds again to get it into Jack Raines. Raines over to Varnado. Varnado over to number 11, Devin Polk. Polk guarded closely by Waller. He's going to throw it almost in the backcourt. And now they have to throw it. Almost stolen away. Varnado gets it down low. Now they give it out to Carswell. Carswell goes up, has it stripped away by Cam Forrester, and they're going to call a foul on number 30. That is Jack Raines. Westfield's in the bonus, I believe, so it should be a 1-and-1 foul, shouldn't it? Yep, 1-and-1.
Good call, Kenny.
A lot of fouls so far on the Tiftarea Panthers.
Wholesale changes here for Tiftarea. They're going to change out 4 players here, it looks. 21, 12, 15, and 10 for 23, 4, 30, and 11.
Got Cunningham coming in, Ethan Mims, as well as Austin Stripling, Nathan Carswell, and Trent Hobbs.
So the only one who stays on the court is 10.
Cunningham, yeah. It looks like Austin Burnett will be checking in here momentarily, possibly for Marquise Watkins. First of the 1-and-1 is up and good. That looks like what will happen. He's going to be checking in for Watkins if he makes this free throw. 17-5 your score. Westfield leads. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Second one is off the back iron, no good. They push it ahead. Driving the lane and going up is Cunningham. He is going to be fouled on the shot by number 21, Reagan Waller. That's Reagan's second foul. And shooting 2 will be Bailey Cunningham. Coach Walls looking ever so dapper down there in his sports coat. As checking in the ball game will be Austin Burnett and Griffin Elmore. Checking out Reagan Waller, Marquise Watkins.
They call that the Coach Wall starter pack right there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we saw that, didn't we? Second one is up and good. So it's 17-6, and Westfield makes an error right off the bat. Cam Forrester throws it out of bounds on the inbound to number 22, Austin Burnett. So turnover back over to the Panthers. Not a good play there coming right in the game for Austin Burnett. Inbound it now to Trent Hobbs. Hobbs. Legal screen now on Tiftarea. That's going to go on Bailey Cunningham. So Cunningham picks up his first. And Westfield gets the ball right back. So a sloppy sequence of events there for both teams. They get back-to-back turnovers. John Bard will inbound the basketball. Trying to find somebody. He barely gets it in time. Griffin Elmore is trapped. He needs help. Austin Burnett helps him. Now Austin better get across the line. He just barely does. Over to Griffin Elmore. Just 2-pointer. No good. Rebound back over to Tiftarea. Back come the Panthers. Austin Stripling over to Cunningham. They swing it now. Far side. Goes to Mims. Mims going to take the shot, and he drains it. Great shot by Ethan Mims. And it's 17-8 with 29 seconds. Westfield's all sorts of problems right now, and they steal it away to Tiftarea. And they go up and lay it in. Austin Stripling, and this thing's 17-10 with 18 seconds. The trap is causing a lot of problems for the second teamers here for Westfield. And John Bard's going to have it stolen away with 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And they give it over, and it's stolen back now with 2 seconds. Austin better get it off. It's no good. Off the glass And that will do it on the first quarter. So your score after one quarter of play, the Westfield Hornets 17, the Tiftarea Panthers 10. You listen to Westfield Roundball Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember. Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back in here to the Hornets' Nest, where the Westfield Hornets lead after one quarter of play 17-10 over the Tiftarea Panthers. And Brett, a lot of offense there early, but the defense kind of turned it around or started having problems there in the second part of the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. You got some substitutions in, and that's what can happen. And right now, Westfield just needs to try to get back on the offensive end and see if they can't produce some scores here in the early part of the second quarter.
Ethan Mims with the basketball, guarded closely by Tanner Westbrook. Give it off now to Stripling. Stripling kicks it out. Cunningham for three. No good. Rebound goes to Griffin Elmore. Back comes Westfield. Got the starting five out there for the Hornets. They swing it around. Ryan fakes a three, drives on the baseline, goes up with the right hand. No good. Rebound goes to Giles Amos, puts it in for two. Good job by Giles, cleaning up the miss. Westfield back up by 9, 19-10. They swing it over to Cunningham. Cunningham back out up top to Stripling. They swing it far side. That is Trent Hobbs. Hobbs drives the lane, runs into Big Giles, nowhere to go, throws off the side of the backboard. And finally, it's going to be rebounded by Marquise Watkins after consecutive misses there from Tiftarea. Westfield, different team with Giles out there. He really
creates a lot of troubles on the inside there for Tiftarea.
Yeah, he's got a lot of arm, a lot of legs. Griffin Elmore for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes back to Tiftarea. Griffin, little off on a shot here, made 1 of 5 early. A great drive by Trent Hobbs for the score, and it's 19-12, 6:35 to go. And Watkins steps on the baseline, and it goes back over to Tiftarea. So right on the out-of-bounds line, he steps there, and it's turnover back to Tift. Stripling now. They give it out to Cunningham. Cunningham swings it here near side to Mims. Tanner Westbrook guarding so close. Now they get up to Cunningham for the shot. Back iron, no good, but again, the offensive rebound. And puts it in for two. Good job, Austin Stripling. And it's 19-14.
Yeah, good offense right there by Tiftarea, just playing tough and getting the ball passed inside and able to finish right there.
What a great job going up and under by Griffin Elmore. And now a little miscommunication there by the Tiftarea Panthers. They kick it out, going for three, and good is Ethan Mims. 21-17. Game is drawing closer. Watkins drives right down the lane with the left hand up and good. Good job by Marquise Watkins, just pulling it down and taking it himself. And turnover. Westfield comes up with it. Ryan Fitzpatrick gives it off to Tanner Westbrook. Tanner looks like he was fouled, and he was in a shooting motion, so he will go to shoot two. Foul on Austin Stripling. I don't know what they're mad about with that ref's call, but
nothing.
Tanner Westbrook, first of two, is up and good. It's Tanner's first points of the ball game. I think one thing that's going to have to be noticed here tonight is how Coach Walls really balances the rotation because of these guys not being in basketball shape quite yet.
Yeah, you notice a lot of the starters coming out about midway through the quarter, and I think that's what you're commenting on, Kenny, is he's trying to keep at least what will be his starters throughout the year fresh.
And they drive in, kicking it back out now to Cunningham. Cunningham trying to drive the baseline. Watkins cuts him off, so they kick it out. Ethan Mims swings it here near side. Going for three is Austin Stripling off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes to Westfield. And here comes Gangrene. Ryan Fitzpatrick wide open for three. Way off on that one was Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Samsonite.
We landed on the moon. And a three-pointer in and out. I don't know how that one did not fall from Ethan Mims. It was halfway down, and back comes Westfield. Griffin Elmore tries to bait the foul there, but he's no good. Reagan Waller to the scorer's table. He'll come in along with John Bard. They swing it now to Tiftarea as Nathan Carswell gives it off to Ethan Mims. Mims has it poked away from behind by Tanner Westbrook, so no backcourt violation there. Mims gives it down low to Trent Hobbs. He's going to be have a foul called on him by Ryan Fitzpatrick. And they're going to say that was in the shooting motion. I thought that was kind of earlier than that.
No, I think they're in the bonus, Kenny.
They are. Wow.
Yeah.
That happened fast.
Well, I think it doesn't carry over from the first quarter.
Yeah, good point. Got some new players coming in. Reagan Waller and John Bard will check in the game for Tanner Westbrook and Griffin Elmore. And checking in will be number 22, Charlie Reinhardt, for Austin Stripling for the Panthers. So Trent Hobbs makes the first of the 1-and-1.
A lot of clapping going on over there in the student section. The cheerleaders getting them up and going, and they're trying to make it tough for Hobbs shooting the free throws there.
Not quite as rowdy, though, as we once remember. And the second of two is up and good from Hobbs. I see our boy Wade Walker over there.
Dill Amrit, Cameron Washington, Josh Jenkins, the whole crew's here.
Tucker Moody over there looking like a completely different guy with his little toboggan on. Down low, pass is knocked out of bounds. Reagan Waller was looking for Giles Amos.
I can't even see Tucker.
Tucker's right there in the purple shirt, the glasses on, and the Lakers beanie on.
Wow.
Completely different kid.
Okay.
And they're going to throw it deep now back to midcourt to Marquise Watkins. Swings it over to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan fires it back. Down low, giving to Giles Amos. Giles goes up. He is fouled while shooting. I think it's going to go on number 20.
I think he might have got poked in the eye as well. He's leaning down, rubbing his eye. And
yeah, it was on number 20. That's Carswell. That's his third foul, and Giles Amos will be shooting two. Gotta love these at-home refs. Giles misses the first. 24-19 is your score. Westfield leads with 3:49 to go in this second quarter. Second is up and good from Giles.
The athleticism from Westfield has kept them in the lead here tonight, but it definitely hadn't been their shooting prowess as they've had trouble. But you expect that coming into the game, especially being a little rusty, not really having a lot of practices together.
Driving the lane is Cunningham. Cunningham throws it up wildly. No good. He gets his own rebound. They kick it out now. Cunningham having all sorts of problems. They're going to call a foul. They're on Bard, I believe. Now they're going to go with Reagan Waller.
Yeah, he must have reached in on the way to the goal right there. Is that Mims again?
Yeah, that's Ethan Mims will be shooting two.
He's been all over the court here tonight for the Tiftarea Panthers.
And he makes the first of two. He's got 6 points on the night, leading scorer thus far. And it's 25-20. Reagan Waller checks out. Checking back in the game is Gavin Edmondson. Reagan with 3 fouls now. Mims, second out of the basket, no good. Rebound that goes out of bounds off of Tiftarea.
And I think Giles might have touched that first, and then over the top came number 34, Tiftarea.
They inbound the basketball now to Marquise Watkins. Watkins guarded closely there by Devin Polk. Watkins drives lane, pulls up a little runner. Off the back iron, no good. They'll go out of bounds off of Tiftarea.
That's the one thing I've always found funny about basketball. The guy runs after it after it's been tipped. He probably just stands there, 50-50 call. But when you start running after it, it makes you look like you touched it.
Exactly. Easy call for the ref. John Bard thought about a three. Bounce pass down low into Giles Amos. Kicks it back out now for John. Side of the iron, no good. And, man, Ryan Fitzpatrick was leveled.
Tried to save it right there, number 11 for Tiftarea, and that was Devin Polk. A lot of familiar names here translating over to the boys' game from the girls.
Yeah, brother and sister combos here. Watkins setting up the play. Gives it over to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan. Yep, got it stuck on his hip again.
Now they're going to call a push on number 12 or number 22 right there, and that is Charlie Reinhardt.
Surprised on that because Ryan kind of got it stuck on his hip.
Yeah, I think he was saying that maybe that occurred before the travel, because that's really what a carry is, if you think about it, is just traveling.
Right. So now Ryan will go to the line. Shooting two.
Good shot right there by Ryan. He's had nice rotation on the round ball here tonight and made a lot of free throws. Gone to the free throw line, what, is that his sixth time?
This is his fourth time.
Fourth time, sorry.
4 of 8 thus far. 5 of 8 now. He's got 5 points in the game.
All coming from the free throw line.
Ethan Mims brings the ball up the floor. Westfield leads 27-20. 2:49 left in this first half. Now going for a three ball here is Charlie Reinhardt. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound goes to Giles Amos. Giles.
There's nothing you can do about that right there. Giles comes in from over top. He doesn't foul, but he's just so tall and athletic. It's hard to corral the big fella.
If I'm not mistaken, that is 4 on Duval. At minimum 3. So Giles will go to the line here to shoot 2. Giles has been to the line 5 times, and he drains that one there. 28-20 now. Westfield leads. Second, up and good as well. Gonna give it off now to Mims. Ball is in and out from Mims. Mims has missed a few like that. I mean, they're halfway down. And back comes Westfield. Oh, almost a beautiful pass that time, but it's thrown away. And back comes Tiftarea, and they missed the shot. Does Nathan Duval. Kind of gets it stuck underneath the rim, but it goes out of bounds off of Westfield.
Nah, he hit the padding underneath the goal, I think. That came out of his hand on the way up.
Good off to Devin Polk. I was trying to hear the
fundamentals.
Okay, I thought it said Funyuns and pickles.
Yep, that too.
And there's going to be a foul on Westfield. On the floor on the rebound. That is going to go on John Bard. That is Bard's first, I believe. And to the line will be number 30, Jack Raines. Checking in the game, Austin Stripling. Checking out will be Charlie Reinhardt. Raines, back iron, no good. Now Bard gives it over to Giles Amos. Giles going on the baseline, now throws out to Marquise Watkins. He pump fakes, gives it over to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan pumps, goes with the right hand in the lane. No good. Rebound goes back over to Tiftarea. And driving the lane, going up with the right hand, he's fouled by Gavin Edmondson.
Catches him right on the bridge of his nose, it looked like.
Yeah, Austin Stripling will go to the line here to shoot 2. (29-20) is your score. Westfield leads with 1:36. Stripling misses the first there, and Aiden Murphy.
Mr. Carroll's making sure they keep it clean over there.
Yeah, he's sitting right near him.
He knows. Smart man.
2nd and 2 on the way from Stripling is good. 29-21, minute 36. Bard gives it off to Watkins. Watkins blows right past Stripling. Now pulls it out. It'll set up the offense. Giles sets a screen, looking for a little give and go. Give it up to Bard at 3-point line. Bard, a little cross, and he gets the ball knocked away. Turnover backed over to Tiftarea. And Paul is going to be fouled. And that's going to go on Edmondson again. Edmondson picks up 2 quick ones, and they'll be shooting 2.
When Bard goes into the lane like that and sees people coming, he's got to go for that little teardrop shot over top of him instead of trying to go in hard and lay it up.
Yeah, do the old Jeff Teague move.
The boop. The runner.
First from Polk. Front iron, rolls around and falls in. Checking in will be Varnado. And checking out will be Mims. I remember some of these names from football last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of the familiar faces and names. It's been a while, but it was one of the last games of the season for Westfield. So,
second free throw is good from Devin Polk. 29-23. Tanner Westbrook back in the ball game. He'll bring up the ball at the floor. John Bard open for 3. John, that looked good. In and out. And back, good rebound by Gavin Edmondson. And then his pass is stolen away. And back comes Tiftarea, looking to bring this thing closer before halftime. 49 seconds left. 6-point lead and a pass. What are they going to call there? Foul called on Gavin Edmondson again. So Gavin picks up 3 quick ones. And that pass from Varnado just nailed his own man, Trent Hobbs, right in the face.
Yeah, he threw that one 90 miles an hour into the lane.
So I'm sure there's a painful set of free throws here. He took one right in the kisser.
Right in the old snaz.
So 3 of 3 from the line now is Trent Hobbs. Looking to stay perfect and go 4 for 4 right here and bring the game to a 4-point lead for Westfield. 2nd of 2 is off. No good. Cam Forrester is checked in the game. Makes the rebound. And Watkins kicks it over to Tanner. Tanner Westbrook. Down low to Giles. Giles going to be fouled by number 30, Jack Raines. That was a very quick whistle. I mean, Giles put the ball on the floor, shoulder down, boom, that's it. Foul.
He had to have grabbed him on that side that was shielded from us because, like these fans over here, I didn't think that was very much contact at all. Giles misses the first of the 2-shot foul.
Kind of see Westfield getting a little tired here. And he misses the second as well. That's all legs and come up short. 0 for 2, and it's a 5-point lead for Westfield. Stripling kicks it out now, and it's almost stolen away. Varnado drives the lane. It looked like it was all ball there, but didn't call a foul on Giles Amos, it appears. There it is on Giles, so that will be his first, and they will be shooting 2. This time it'll be Sam Varnado. Much closer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, especially as Westfield got out to a big lead as that free throw is missed. Back iron right there by Varnado. But, yeah, Westfield got out to the big lead, but then Tiftarea settled down and was able to get some momentum in the game.
Varnado makes the second, however. It is 29-25, 17 seconds to go before half. And I think Coach Walls wants this to be the last possession of the half. Tanner Westbrook open for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound goes to Cam Forrester. Cam goes up with the left hand. He is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
With 3.7 seconds left to go in the half. Good rebound right there by big Cam Forrester. And he puts it back up. Doesn't make the shot, but gets fouled on the way up. And with 3 seconds to go, Westfield has a chance to extend their lead back out to 6 if Cam can make these 2 free throws.
Cam to the line. First time tonight. Puts in the first. His first points of the game. Hasn't played too much here this evening. Maybe they're saving him for the second half and Trying to kind of feel out the pressure. Misses the second. Watkins comes up with the rebound. Down low to Giles. Giles puts it in. No basket. Giles misses it. John Bard couldn't get the shot off in time. So your score after one half of play is 30-25. Westfield leads. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Planters First halftime show right after this on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planters First Online Banking. Planters First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planters First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planters First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, the news is out. Brandon Outfitters has taken Central Georgia by storm as one of the Mid-State's premier outfitters. Located just off I-75 in Perry, Georgia, Brandon has all of the latest gear for any hunting season or just for a nice night out on the town. They still have all of your favorite brands such as Southern Tide, Mountain Khakis, Southern Marsh, Patagonia, Costa, Orvis, and as always, a huge selection of firearms. Brandon also now features new brands such as Sims, Ray-Ban, Kavu, Chaco, Yeti, and much more. Come check them out at 106 Fairview Drive in Perry. They're sure to make your visit one to remember.
Remember those old Western movies? You could always tell the good guys by their white hats. Well, today the styles have changed, but the hat's still white. At David Reagan Ford in Perry, we focus on being good citizens and good neighbors with straightforward deals, a firm handshake, and no hassle negotiating. Visit us on the web or stop by David Reagan Ford just off I-75, exit 136 in Perry. David Reagan Ford.
You know us. We're the guys in the white hats.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Good morning, huh? Sherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
On the athletic field and in the classroom, students at the Westfield School are preparing to meet the challenging demands of the 21st century. Our dedicated faculty teaches and inspires students from pre-K to 12th grade to think critically and learn globally, preparing our students for college in a Christian environment that has been the Westfield mission for more than 44 years. And our students excel from football to chorus, art to tennis, and basketball to debate. Westfield students aspire to be champions. It's the Westfield experience. To learn more about the Westfield School, visit our website, westfieldschool.org, or call our admissions office at 987-0547. The Westfield School, ready for college, ready for life.
Now back to Kenny and Brett with the Middle Georgia Sports Network's halftime show, presented by Planters First.
And welcome back into the Planters First halftime show, where we're joined by head girls basketball coach and athletic director, Mr. Chip Champion. Chip, thanks for joining us here tonight. Obviously a very good, don't be doing that to my man here. Yeah, he didn't sign up for that.
Yeah, I've got a face for radio, okay?
So, good, impressive first game here at the Hornets Nest. Your first game head coach at home anyways. But what can you say about your team? They look very good defensively.
Well, we're getting better defensively. That was one of our big emphasis we put in the preseason was getting better at playing man-to-man defense. Quite honestly, last year we just didn't do a good job of it, and we hadn't done a real good job. Tonight was a much better job. We still got lots of things to improve on. We still make some of those mental errors on defense, and people don't realize that there's certain positioning and places that you need to be. The way we're playing man this year, we're not attacking near as much. We're sagging off of it and trying to pack it in a little bit, similar to a zone. But man-to-man principles and that kind of thing, and we're getting better at it. And that's what we talked about from day one. This is a process of getting better every day. We know we've got a good team. We don't know how good, but we got to keep getting better and improving every day. Big thing is, I've had a blast coaching these girls. They got great attitudes. I came in and sort of drew a hard line and told them, listen, if you're not going to have a good attitude and you're not going to do it, then find you something else to do. All we need is 5 or 6 to play. They've all bought in. We're working hard. We're getting better every day. We've had to try to instill a little bit of mental toughness. We've got the physical tools, but we gotta have the mental part of it and that kind of thing. To this point, we're getting better at it. We still got a long way to go. These games we've played up until this point have really helped us with that. We've loaded the schedule pretty tough on the front end. There's sort of a method to that madness. I'm one of those coaches. I don't care about the record. I always go back to the year that Titanal won the state championship and even their record at 500.
Yeah.
Who cares where you are? You just got to keep getting better every day and trying to get to the point where you can be a contender in February and March.
Now, who are some of the girls you're looking at? Obviously, Chelsea Whaley and Caitlin Mosley, I think.
We got 4 seniors, and I put a lot on them. Mm-hmm. I'm a firm believer that your team is only as good as your seniors. We can't we can't go without them. Caitlin Mosley's been through the fire before. She's done everything. But we got to have others. Chelsea Whaley's been through those wars before. She played really well tonight, I thought. Then we got Jerica Ratliff, who came in mid-season last year, transferred in, and has done a much better job. And Whitley Young is our other senior. She's accepted her role a little bit. She's a stopper on defense, and she's really good at that. She's getting better. She's starting to play with a little confidence, and that's what we really want out of her. She's one of those. She played sparingly last year, and quite honestly, we got to have her. Yeah. And those girls have bought in. It's sort of hard for seniors coming in with a new coach. Good thing is they know who I was and know what I'm about a little bit, and so we've gelled together really well as a team. You got those underclassmen that are following, that are doing, they're big contributors. We're trying to build some depth and to get some of these younger kids, get them ready to go, and they're responding. We're slowly but surely getting where we need to be.
Well, switching gears just a little bit, obviously coming off the state championship on Saturday in football, how proud are you as an athletic director? I know it's kind of obviously a feather in your cap, back-to-back state championships.
Well, I have very little to do with it. I learned a long time ago you hire good people and you let them do their jobs. And, I would put our coaching staff up, whether it's football or any other sport for that matter, I put them up against anybody's. We got a great group of guys. We were sort of concerned a little bit when we lost Coach Barton from last year's club. But the new guys, Coach Thomas Craig, and Rhett Farmer really stepped in and filled Coach Barton's gap. We were talking about it the other day. Everything just fell right into place again. And, I can't say enough about those guys and Coach Jones' leadership. The kids work hard and everything, but you got to have somebody to put them in that direction. And we did that, with this group this year. And got good kids that work hard, good leadership, you're gonna have good results.
What do you think going forward? Obviously, the GISA has changed a lot over the past year or so with all the Bacon schools moving up. I heard a rumor that possibly Southland's moving.
There's all kind of rumors floating around out
moving
there.
GICAA, whatever.
I don't see any of that happening.
Okay.
I think everybody's really excited where they are. I thought that we had good competition. It didn't really look that way, But you take the state championship game of football. It doesn't look like we had some competition, 52-7, whatever it was. But people don't remember now that first drive of the game, Pinewood shoved it down our throat, just made a couple mistakes,
Yeah,
and then it sort of snowballed on them a little bit. But that game could have turned dramatically different earlier. And of course, you don't know how it's going to end up, but we had more competition than people believe, and our kids had to work hard and had to bear down to get where we're going to get.
Well, we enjoyed it, and we appreciate you coming up here and looking forward to the basketball season the rest of the way.
Yeah, here, ready or not, here we go, right?
Yeah, man. No time to think about it. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break. You're listening to the Planners First Halftime Show here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Once installed, you can't stop it from spreading. Introducing Kudzu from ComSouth, entertainment, media, and communications throughout the entire home from room to room. The ComSouth Kudzu whole home DVR allows you to connect up to 5 TVs, and with the high-speed media gateway, digital cable, HD TV, high-speed internet, and telephone services will spread throughout your house like Kudzu 2. Stop by and learn more at any ComSouth location in Cochran, Hawkinsville, Perry, and Fort Valley, or go to comsouth.net.
Good morning, huh? Sherry.
Welcome back into the Hornets Nest. I'm Brett Taylor alongside me, Kenny Kofer. Sorry to cut that short, but want to get things tipped off here quickly here in the second half.
So we're back to action with Westfield leading 30-25 here as we start the third quarter. Watkins gives it off to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick now gets it back from Griffin Elmore and gives it back to Watkins. Ryan. Put it on the floor and drive the lane. Does it go up with the right hand? Off the glass. No good, but he is fouled there by Trent Hobbs. I believe that's Hobbs first. And to the line will be Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan there in the first half had 5 points all from the free throw line. And he'll miss the first here.
He's drawn 5 fouls on him already tonight. Not on him, but I guess against Tiftarea. So Ryan's been very active in this game so far.
Yeah, he's 5 of 10. 6 of 10. Or excuse me, he was 5 of 9, 6 of 10 now. 31-25. Cunningham lobs it in there. Gets into Jack Raines. Raines gives it off the glass, or off the front iron. No good. Off the hands of Trent Hobbs, and Westfield gets the rebound. Tanner Westbrook, cross-court pass. Griffin Elmore. Griffin drives the baseline, goes up, and he is fouled hard by number 30, Jack Raines. That's the third foul on Jack Raines. Griffin to the line. Raines is...
I like how Matthew Moore's over there directing the guys. I guess he's going to be the new Palmer Tolbert.
First of 2 is good from Griffin Elmore. Griffin perfect from the line thus far.
And again, Westfield starts quickly, Kenny, as they did in the first half or first part of the game in the first quarter.
Second is no good, but a foul. They're going to say a lane violation on Westfield.
Yeah, so Ryan tried the old step around move, and he left his block a little early on the free throw. Excuse me.
Now they throw a cross-court pass, picked off by Giles. Amos Giles dumps it inside to Griffin. Griffin goes up, no good. And Giles almost comes up with a dunk, but Griffin is fouled there by number 15, Austin Stripling.
And it doesn't seem that Tiftarea handles the pressure from Westfield very good. And it looks like that Tiftarea is going to take a timeout, so we'll take a timeout with them. You're listening to Westfield basketball here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back here into the Hornets' Nest. It's 32-25. Westfield leads the Tiftarea Panthers, and to the line will be Griffin Elmore. He'll be shooting 2. And Westfield coming out hot, as Brett said, here in this second half, starting the way they started the first half. First is going to rattle around and go in for Griffin. He remains perfect thus far from the line. And good again, so he's now 5 of 5. And it's 34-25. Westfield back up by 9 points. Stripling and Cunningham giving it back and forth, back and forth. Now they find Raines. Give it off to Mims. Mims drives, a little runner, high off the glass, and it's good.
That thing just rattled around, hit everything, and went down. Great job right there by Mims, getting the ball up, and a good job of finishing inside the lane.
So Marquise Watkins brings the ball up the floor for Westfield. Leads 34-27, 6:35 to go. Ryan drives, goes up with the right hand, and he is fouled. And I believe that will go on number 12, Ethan Mims. Mims second. They are racking him up here early. Ryan to the line yet again, the 6th time here tonight.
And that has to do with Westfield's ability to get to the goal and force the fouls when they can get to the rim. And his first shot goes in. Nice stroke on that one. Ryan just needs to find some consistency from the free throw line. He's been kind of either swoosh or all iron.
Second is up and good as well.
Maybe he's getting into a rhythm now.
8 or 12 from the line here tonight. 8 points. He's 0 of 5 from the field. And that pass is going to be stolen away and go back. And Stripling comes up with it from Tiftarea. And that could be a 10-second violation. I don't think they ever had control, did they? And now a foul there. Watkins gets charged with a foul. And a little talking there going on between Bailey Cunningham. Well, one-sided just going on with Bailey Cunningham. That's it. So Cunningham and the referees do the good thing, pull them together and tell them calm down. 36-27. Westfield leads, 6:16 left in this third quarter. Cunningham now swings it over near side to Stripling. Stripling looking for help. Bounce pass. Beautiful one. Right down the lane. And putting it in for 2 is Trent Hobbs, and he's fouled. That was a great pass there by Mims.
Excellent little play right there. He saw the seam in the defense, and he was on Giles.
Giles gets that foul.
And right into the lane, and a great job of finishing as well. Now a chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way.
So he goes up and knocks it in. There's Trent Hobbs. And it is 36-30. Tanner Westbrook gives it off to Fitzpatrick. Now down to Giles. Giles lowers the shoulder. Offensive foul on Giles Amos. Charge. His third personal. Turns it back over to Tiftarea. And there is some Mr. Carroll going over there to tell his students to quit with the talking, calm it down just a little bit. He's keeping an eye on him for sure. 6 minutes left in this third period. 36-30, Westfield leads.
Oh, man. It's almost just worth it to come and watch the kids out in the stands.
He's called somebody over, and now it's thrown away. But Ryan's going to throw it away out of bounds. Yep. John Walker Moore gets a special seat. And now here we go. Tiftarea brings the ball to the floor. Bounce pass down low to Raines. Raines goes up with the left hand and scores. And this thing is down to a 4-point lead. Watkins up the floor. Gives it off and stolen away. Westfield not looking good here in this third quarter. And stuck was Trent Hobbs. He finally finds Mims. 36-32. 5:20. Bounce pass down low.
Looked like maybe he hooked Ryan Fitzpatrick with his right arm.
Yep,
it looks like what the official's calling. I don't know if I saw that, but
Trent Hobbs.
Westfield will take it.
Yeah, he gets called a foul there. No argument. I think tried to do sleight of hand, and he got caught.
I certainly didn't see it, so it had to be Houdini-like, because I have eagle eyes.
Ryan Fitzpatrick now. Bounce pass down low to Giles. It's stolen away. Jack Raines gets the hand in there, and now a foul on Ryan. So Westfield
just a little out of control right now. They need to calm down and they're a little too aggressive on defense.
Yeah, Westfield, Coach Wall might want to call a timeout here and kind of regroup. Checking in the game will be Charlie Reinhardt. He'll replace Austin Stripling.
That's 3 on Ryan, I believe.
I got 2 on Ryan, but it could be 3. They say 3?
Coach Craig just asked the scores table, so I don't know what the response was, but he acted like that was correct. So I don't know.
We'll find out. I probably missed a few here and there.
Probably missed some that you couldn't see the official because of our vantage point.
Cunningham guarded closely by Griffin Elmore. Now they swing it here to Raines. Raines back over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt. They dump it down low to Raines. Raines goes up with the left hand and puts it in for 2. Westfield better wake up. They're only up by 2 now with 4:29 left in this third quarter. Looks like some substitutes are coming in. Got 3 guys down here at the scorer's table. Tanner Westbrook for 3. In and out. No good. And back comes Tiftarea, and they put it in for 2. It's tied up. 36 all. And missing the shot was Marquise Watkins. And now a foul called on Ryan Fitzpatrick. The Tiftarea is fired up. Westfield needs a timeout. They need a timeout fast.
That's 4 on Ryan if what Coach Craig asked was correct. Just playing a little out of control here tonight.
Not looking good. Now, Tiftarea got a chance to take the lead here. I don't think the students realize you're supposed to get loud during the other team's free throws. They're getting even more quiet than the other team. So he misses the first. Yeah, I'm not sure if they realize the way basketball works. You cheer, get loud when the other team's on the free throw line. They got quiet.
Dr. Carroll kind of took the biggest guy over there and made him be quiet.
Well, he's back now. So second is up. No good. Goes out of bounds. Off of Tiftarea, Westfield will get the ball. So he misses both. Their chance to take the lead, and it remains at 36 all with 3:50 left in this third quarter.
A lot of head scratching so far for Westfield here in the second half. They extended their lead and then just had it disappear.
And Griffin Elmore for 3, no good off the back iron, and it's going to be picked up by Griffin again, and he is going to be fouled. It looked by number 22, Reinhardt, his second. I'm good. Griffin Elmore will be shooting 2 after he missed that 3-pointer. My calculations are correct. Westfield has only taken 3 shots.
Yeah, that was a smooth shot right there by Griffin Elmore. But you're right, Kenny. And a lot of the points have been scored by Westfield here in the second half by free throws, and that's another one. Griffin extends the lead to 2.
Just like he is on extra points, he's automatic from the free throw line. 7 of 7. Here we go. Reinhardt, he's stuck. And they bail him out with a foul.
Man.
Who did he call?
I don't know.
He called 12 or 21. Reagan Waller. Oh, he said 1, too. Okay. Watkins. So
they corrected it.
That's on Marquise. Westfield's got a lot of guys in foul trouble. John Bard with good defense there. He knocks the pass away on the inbound from Trent Hobbs. 38-36 your score. Westfield on top. 3:25 left in this third quarter. Hobbs gets it in, and it's tipped away and picked up by John Bard. He looks at a fake bounce pass. They're going to call travel. What? Yeah, he kind of did. He faked off to, I believe, Cam.
Really?
And kind of took that extra step. Turnover, back over to Tiftarea. And they throw it cross court. He's got 1 foot off. And he comes back. And it's stolen away. Give it out to Cam Forrester. Cam goes up with the right hand. No good. Cam got a little anxious. He misses, and back comes Tiftarea. Oh, great job. Reagan Waller takes the foul. And he is labeled as foolish. Gotta love sitting on the visitor side.
Mm-hmm. We got to talk to talk to Chip about getting us moved. No, I'm just kidding.
So the charge called there on Trent Hobbs. Gets it back to Westfield. Good job by Reagan Waller. 38-36. Still your score. Westfield leading. Down low. What a great pass. Griffin Elmore. What a great pass that was by John Bard. And that's the first field goal for Westfield.
John Edward Bard.
And good job by Reagan Waller. Inbound pass is tipped out of bounds. A little confusion going on between Paul and number 22, Charlie Reinhardt. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. Westfield leads 40-36. Listening to the Westfield Round Ball Game of the Week on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Welcome back into the Hornets' Nest where 2:38 left on the clock here in the third quarter. 40-36. Westfield leads. Inbounds was off the hands of Reagan Waller. I think he was trying to set up for the three before he even had control of the basketball.
Yeah, just trying to get his feet positioned behind the line, and I agree with you, Kenny. I think he thought that he had a shot at a three-pointer and just let it go off his hands.
Now Tiftarea, all sorts of problems inbound on the basketball. They get it in, though. Guarded closely. They better hurry. Mims finally gets it across the timeline. Give it over to Hobbs. Hobbs now dribbles with the left hand. Looking for relief somewhere. And it's going to be stolen away. Out of bounds off of Westfield. John Bard, hustle effort there, slides into the bleachers, and the possession remains with Tiftarea.
Good defense right there by Westfield. Did everything but come up with a turnover, so can't fault the effort.
Ethan Mims now on the far side of the floor. Bounce pass here near side to Polk. Polk down low to Hobbs. Hobbs spins, goes up, makes the basket, and the foul on John Bard. So to the line will be Hobbs.
And Hobbs just did a good job of drawing contact right there. John Bard was in good position, but a better job by Hobbs going up and drawing the foul.
Hobbs had a good third quarter. He's got 6 points. And makes the free throw. 40-39, Westfield leads. Watkins goes up with the left hand. It's blocked. Blocked over there by Carswell. And now Hobbs goes up, and he misses with the right hand. And a turnover almost. And now down low to Griffin Elmore. Griffin puts it in for two. What a great pass by Marquise Watkins.
He always seems to find the open little sliver of area, and then Marquise Watkins does a good job of getting it to him.
And now touchdown pass thrown to John Bard. Bard comes up with the steal. Bard drives, kicks off. Last second to Cam Forrester. Cam misses. But there's a foul on the floor.
We're going to call grab.
That is on
12.
Mims. Mims third. We in the bonus yet? I believe so. Westfield will be shooting the 1-and-1. It'll be John Bard at the free throw line.
Coming into the game is number 30 for Tiftarea, Jack Raines. He's replacing number 11, Devin Paulk.
Or no, number 21 actually looks like Trent
Devin
Hobbs.
Paulk went in before. There was another one that came in I missed. Maybe 4.
Yeah, 4 is coming out as well. Carswell. So and the first is up and good from John Bard. Builds the lead back out to 4. Chance to be 5 right here.
John Bard's kind of that guy you can rely on when he comes to the game. You know he's not going to make any stupid plays. He's going to play very smart and hard. Normally shoot it well.
Rebound goes to Tiftarea, and here comes Mims. Mims bounce pass down low to Jack Raines. Missed. And it goes off. And, oh, my goodness, there's a lot of rough basketball going on right now. Finally, a foul called. Man, things are getting rough. Foul will go on number 10. That is Cam Forrester.
Both are in the bonus. So it's going to be a 1-and-1 from here on out for both teams.
That was some rough basketball going on there. So shooting 2. That on the floor, or was that in the shooting motion? So 1-and-1, I believe.
Yeah, 1-and-1 it should be.
First is up and good from Jack Raines. Pulls it within 3, 43-40 with 1:19 left in his third quarter.
Looks like Coach Walls is going to hold out his rest of his starters here for the rest of the third quarter. Try to get them some rest going into the fourth and see if they can't pull away in the fourth quarter.
Lefty throws this one way off.
Yeah, he missed everything. That one's going to be to Westfield.
Well, that was a lane violation as well, I believe, on Tiftarea. So no free throw. Turns it over back to Westfield. They retained that 3-point lead.
All the way around on that one. He completely missed the rim, and he was out of in his lane before the shot hit the rim.
Here comes John Bard. He goes up with a little lay with a right hand. Beautiful move, coast to coast. Goes John Bard. On the inbound, the basketball, Mims. Guarded closely by Elmore. And Bard goes cross court. Picked up by Raines. Raines, big strong lefty, goes in. Almost turns it over. Now driving the lane is Stripling.
Yeah, offensive. He pushed off on John Bard there in the lane. Great call right there by the official. He had his hand on his back, clear as day.
So foul goes on Austin Stripling. John Bard did a great job, and I tell you, the fans are not happy here with that call. Watkins, he stepped on the line. They call that, but he got forced. But yeah, he just did call it both ways.
Oh, man.
Call it both ways when you got a call.
Yep.
That makes sense. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Fun times. Jack Raines inbounds the basketball, gives it off to Mims. 45-40, Westfield leading under a minute to play in the third quarter. Stripling goes up with the right hand, front iron, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and in. So, 3-point lead for Westfield. Comes Griffin Elmore. He splits the defense now. Gives it off to Tanner Westbrook. Tanner gets left alone for 3. Off the right side of the basket, no good. Gets his own rebound. Gives it off to Cam Forrester. Cam has it blocked. Now Reagan Waller with the basketball. And it's picked up and give it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. He got hit in a bad spot.
Ah.
Yep. Let him walk it off.
John Bard is a tough guy, man.
Woo. Yowzers. That didn't
Man.
feel good.
So, Dad, if you're watching down in Florida, just turn away a little bit here. Especially if you want grandkids, if you know what I mean. Goodness gracious. That's a hard place to get hit.
Give him some time. Take a couple deep breaths, walk it off. Yep,
Wow.
That's what Coach Walls is saying. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Ay-yow.
And it couldn't have happened at a where I thought maybe he clipped the outside of his knee the way it happened, but it looked like maybe an elbow came in inadvertently. It was nothing malicious at all, just one of those freak plays and hits right in the jackpot area.
So I believe that went on number 30, didn't it? I thought that was.
I couldn't tell. I was worried about John Bard on the ground.
If that's who I think it is, so Bard will shoot.
What middle toughness to come back right after that and nail it. Nothing but net. 30 comes out of the game. Reigns. Filling in for him is number 31, Nathan
Duval.
Looks like Doral on the sheet.
Yeah. Second of 2 off the back iron, no good. And Tiftarea is going to.
Oh, wow. What a bad call. Yeah, he needs to overturn that one because that was clearly off Tiftarea.
That guy over there really wants over the back. He calls it about 12 times.
In 3 seconds.
Stick with the call it gave you. All right, so Westfield retains possession 46-42 with 17.6. Reagan Waller gets the inbound. Give it out to John Bard. Bard guarded closely by Duval. A lot of fancy dribbling there from John Bard. Back over to him now. Pump fakes now. There's a bad pass. It's picked up. 3 seconds. He's going to split the defense, go in with the left hand, put it up and in. At the end of the quarter, John Bard puts Westfield up by 6, and that'll do it on the third quarter. Westfield leads 48-42. You're listening to the Round Ball Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back in here to the Hornets' Nest, where after 3 quarters of play, your score, Westfield 48 and the Tiftarea Panthers 42. A very tightly contested ball game between these two teams. A lot of rough play, a lot of fouls called. But Westfield's managed to keep Tiftarea just far enough away. Tiftarea had a chance to take the lead, I believe, once or twice, but didn't capitalize.
Yeah, on a free throw, missed it, and then Westfield came right back down and extended the lead to 2, and then it grew to 6 by the end with the great play by John Bard and Griffin Elmore there at the end of the third quarter.
Mims now stuck with the basketball, gives it over to Duval. Give it off to Stripling. Back over to Mims. Mims drives with the left hand. He's going to have to pull it back out. Now Cunningham at the block. Gives it off to Duval. Duval's going to go with the left hand, and he's going to drain it. No foul, though. It's on the floor. Or no basket. It's on the floor. Foul is on number 10, Cam Forrester. Cam gives an open mouth look like, what? On me?
I thought he was calling against 20 on Tiftarea the way he pointed, but I guess he was pointing to Cam Forrester, and now that's going to send Duval to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity.
He makes the first, so he will be rewarded with a second.
Is there something that goes off on the scoreboard? I can't remember, for a double bonus? Or no? Nope, I don't think so. I think
depending
that's
on what scoreboard you got.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about these. I can't remember.
I can't either. The second one is missed off the back iron. Rebound goes to John Bard. Bard with the left hand, going to pull back up now. Set up the offense. Now he's going to step in and take a three. John, in and out, no good. Rebound goes to Tiftarea.
Good looking shot right there from John Bard, and everything's just rimmed out for him tonight.
Driving the lane and going up, and no good.
Good defense, it looked like. I don't know where the foul was.
Call it on Griffin Elmore. Now Griffin's got 3. Yeah, I tell you, that they have kind of been rewarding both ways guys who kind of get stuck and make bad plays.
Yeah, and get out of control. You're right about that. And Giles is going to come back into the game for Cam Forrester as Cam checks out. Giles directing traffic there a little bit.
So check in after the miss, or the first free throw was made, and so is the second from Ethan Mims. 48-45, Westfield leads. Tipped, picked back up by John Bard. Bard down low to Giles Amos. Giles is going to be fouled, and he'll be shooting 2. Foul goes on number 31, Duval.
Giles has got to start using that pump fake when he gets down in there. And I tell you what, he could draw a lot of fouls if he does and have an opportunity for the three-point play as he makes the front end of that two-shot foul and extends the lead to 4 with 7:09 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Westfield is on top of the Tiftarea Panthers 49-45.
And the second rattles around and goes in.
Good stroke right there by Giles Amos, and Westfield continuing with the pressure here.
Yeah, they'll try to bring the press, and Mims will break it. Gives it over to Stripling. Stripling had a bad, lazy pass. Almost stolen away by Watkins, who was there on Cunningham.
Yeah, Watkins did a good job reading the pass and just stepped in front of it, wasn't able to corral it. Westfield gives the possession right back to Tiftarea.
So Watkins now there on Cunningham, pokes it loose from behind, and here comes Giles Amos. Oh, Nelly. God almighty. Hopefully Giles is all right. That's the thing in high school basketball sometimes. Uh-oh. He's okay. Number 20 gets the foul there. Just when he clubs him. But that was, sometimes that happens in high school basketball. In NBA, college, you kind of, okay, the guy's going to break away. I'm not going to go up there and create a situation where we can both hurt ourselves. Just let them have the points and move on. But right there, they almost created a bad situation.
Yep, Giles hit his tailbone. He'll be sore tomorrow for that one.
Everybody's worried about his knee. And it's stolen away. Duval. And he's going to get a foul there after John Bard came up with it. It's going to be a foul on number 20, I believe.
Oh, my goodness. Bard can't get a break.
God, I think same spot.
Look at him. He's like, oh, do I got to go out there again? The one thing that Tiftarea is having trouble with, Kenny, is dribbling. They're not putting the ball on the court, and that's going to be Duval's 5th, I believe.
Okay, so they didn't call that on Carswell. They called it on Duval, so he fouls out, and back in the game will be Jack Raines. He's got 4. They might not have enough guys to finish this game.
But anyways, Tiftarea, when they're getting pressed, they don't put the ball on the floor and dribble out of the press. They're just sitting there and trying to throw over it instead of dribble out of it. I need to watch Marquise Watson do it. He dribbles out of the double team better than anyone I've seen here that Westfield has played or on Westfield's team, as John Bard misses the front end of that 2-shot foul. He's going to try to extend the lead here on the second one to 7. 51-45 your score.
Second one is up and good from John Bard. John with 10 points in the game now. He guarded the inbounds pretty well. Now Raines comes up with it. They push it ahead to Mims. Mims kicks it up to Cunningham. Now Mims with the basketball. Bounce pass over to Stripling. Back out to Cunningham at the top of the key. Now Stripling, no shot. Offensive foul on number 22. Charlie Reinhardt gives the ball back to Westfield.
Now the fans letting him hear it with 6:24 left to go in the game. Westfield on top by 7, 52-45. Marquise Watkins bringing it up for the Hornets.
And Watkins dribbles with the left hand, goes up, and puts it in for 2. Marquise Watkins.
He did a great job right there of kind of turning his body and avoiding the charge inside. He didn't make contact, and the Tiftarea defender just tried to fall to the ground.
Now Stripling goes up, and he is fouled, and that's going to go on Griffin Elmore. That's Griffin's 4th, I believe. So shooting 2 will be Stripling.
Coach Wall, like what he's saying, Griffin's got his hands up, and Coach Wall saying beat him to the spot and stand there. Stop putting your hands up and act like you didn't foul him. Beat him to the spot.
Right, he kind of rode him with his hands up.
Yep. If you beat him to the spot and establish position, that's a charge.
First is up and good from Stripling.
So Griffin's going to come out of the game for Ryan Fitzpatrick coming in. Coach Walls takes the jacket off.
Getting serious. 54-46. Westfield's pushed this lead out to 8 points. 6:07 left in the fourth quarter. And reigning the second is Stripling. And it's back to 7, 54-47. Warning on the head coach of Tiftarea. I think he was giving an earful here to the side referee during those free throws. John Bard inbounds the ball to Marquise Watkins. Watkins dribbles, gives it off to Tanner Westbrook. Tanner breaks the press, gives it over to John Bard, fakes it, goes up, and puts it in. John Bard has played one heck of a basketball game here tonight. Does not travel. He went up, and that stripling is short. No good. Gives it over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt in the lane, just throws it up wildly. No good. Rebound goes to Giles Amos. Westfield now up 9 points, starting to pull away just a little bit here in this second half.
Yeah, this is the largest lead of the second half for Westfield, and they have done a great job, especially that second unit coming on. John Bard and those guys, Griffin Elmore, did a great job of extending the lead out there at the end of the third.
Giles kicks it over to John Bard, fakes the three, now drives the lane, goes up with the right hand, and he is fouled hard from behind by number 22, Reinhardt.
And he was fouled initially by Reinhardt on the blow-by, and then from behind fouled again. So John Bard finally gets a call, and I tell you what, Bard and Griffin Elmore, to me, have been the players of the game for Westfield tonight.
Yeah, John just brings a fire and an attitude. It's just contagious out here, and he'll be shooting two now, and in and out. No good on the first one.
Well, you can just tell that John really loves basketball. Not that the others don't, but, I mean, he eats it in. He loves it. He's all about it.
Second of two is up and good from John.
We need to talk him into playing football next year, though. Be a great tight end.
And they throw it in now. It's a 10-point lead for Westfield, 57-47, just over 5 minutes remaining. Reinhardt in the corner, bounce pass stolen away by Marquise Watkins, throws it ahead at Ryan Fitzpatrick. Ryan goes up with the right hand, is blocked, picked back up, missed by Giles Amos, tipped again, and missed this time by Marquise Watkins. And back comes Mims, bounce pass off the knee of Reinhardt, kicks it out to Cunningham. Cunningham knocks it down.
Yeah, nice shot there, ill-advised pass, but ball somehow finds its way to a Panthers' hands, and they do a good job of finishing it off, and Marquise Watkins had a great pass, but didn't go for any points.
And John Bard for three, no good off the front of the iron.
Good call right there. Ryan Fitzpatrick got an arm bar across his face there as he went in for the rebound. Good sportsmanship right there by number 22 from
Reinhardt.
Tiftarea, Charlie Reinhardt, helping Ryan off the deck.
And now a timeout on the floor, so why don't we go ahead and take a timeout with them with 4:30 left, 57-49. West Eaves. Listen to Westfield Roundball Game of the Week on Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Set your own banking hours with Planners First Online Banking. Planners First Online Banking allows you to connect and access your bank accounts 24/7. For those that are always on the go, you can check your balances, pay your bills, transfer funds anytime and anywhere you have internet access. Let Planners First Online Banking make your life a little easier. Planners First, a legacy of excellence since 1896. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
And welcome back to the Middle Georgia Sports Network Roundball Game of the Week. Funny stuff going on. So, Westfield leads here 57-49 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. And things are not being well liked over here on this side of the action.
Nope.
But Westfield up by 8. Girls won tonight 75-43. Big win for them. And I think Chip said they go down to Bullock Academy on Saturday to take on the Lady Gators. So I'm all for that. I like Coach Champion's method of scheduling. It worked for them in football. They had a very tough schedule to start in football.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, them ready for their region and on into the state championship playoffs.
Well, you know, you're probably going to see Bullock somewhere down the road as a thought there. So why not play him a couple times and get some film on him?
First of two is no good for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Tell you what, if that ends up being the state final, what a heck of a game that would be between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, Westfield's look pretty good tonight. Get some of the young guns going a little better. And Ryan drains the second. Ryan now with 9 points, all from the free throw line.
This is what's hurt Tiftarea here tonight, the press by Westfield.
Jack Raines with the basketball, gives it back off to Mims. Mims dribbling, bounce pass over to Hobbs. Hobbs gives it off to Cunningham. Cunningham with a little runner in the lane, and he drains it. Good job there by Bailey Cunningham, knocking home the little runner. And it's 58-51 Westfield. Bounce pass down to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Gives off to Giles Amos. Giles goes up with the right hand, and it's good. 60-51 with 3:55. And what a block there.
And he told him to get it out.
Austin Stripling got blocked by Giles Amos. John Bard checking out of the game. Griffin Elmore checking back in. Inbounds goes to Stripling, and he puts it back in for two. 60-53, 3:45. They bring the trap, try to bust it, and they do. Austin Stripling comes up with it, and he puts it back in for two. The persistence pays off. 60-55. Westfield needs to help out Marquise. They kind of just leave him. Now Griffin open, passes it back to Tanner, trying to slow things down just a little bit. Marquise going to have to take a deep breath on this. Cunningham comes up to guard him. Now pass down low to Tanner. Tanner goes up. Looked like he was fouled from behind, but following it in is Giles. No good as well. Westfield's allowed Tiftarea to kind of come back into this one. Stripling now. Oh, foul's going to go on Tanner Westbrook. This is so funny. Sitting over here is pretty comical.
Yep.
So it is 60-55 your score. 3:01 left in this fourth quarter. Ethan Mims to the line to shoot two. First is up and good.
Westfield needs another run to try to extend the lead back out, because right now Tiftarea has cut into it and is only down 4 after the miss there on the free throw.
So it's 60-56 now. Westfield was up by 10 just a few minutes ago. Tell you what, you better hurry up, Marquise. There he goes, crosses the timeline. Guarded closely by Cunningham. Gives off to Griffin Elmore. Elmore back over to Watkins. Kind of rushed that pass. It is stolen away. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. 2:38 to go. It's 60-56 Westfield. Listen to the Westfield Basketball Game of the Week here on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Good morning, huh? Cherry limeade, ocean water. Pretty great.
Great.
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to calculate all the drink combinations at Sonic.
All the different sodas and the slushes and teas
The
and everything.
flavors, all of them.
Okay, so what is it? What's the number?
It's, hang on, now I'm getting a call. Hey, what's up, Terrence?
That is not a phone, that's a calculator.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's here.
Wake up to the possibilities. Get any large drink for 99 cents before 10 a.m. And introducing handcrafted Sonic Splash sodas. This is how you Sonic.
Now, back to the basketball game action inside the Hornets' Nest on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
A little bit of a challenge going down with the chants between the, I don't know what they call them, the crazies or something over there. 60-56 is your score. Westfield leads the Tiftarea Panthers with 2:38 left here in this ball game. First game of the year for Westfield. Just 3 days after winning a state title. Probably 90% of these players have to get in the basketball shape. I think Marquise Watkins is the only guy I could think of that wasn't playing.
John Bard.
And John, yeah.
But he was out with his shirt off at the state championship game, so that counts for something.
Hey, there you go. Ethan Mims now. Gives it off to Stripling. Back over to Cunningham. Back over to Mims. Going to take a three. It's good. Ethan Mims knocks it down, and they're 1 point away from tying this game. 60-59. 2:10 left here in this one. Marquise Watkins gives it down low. What a great pass and shot. Griffin Elmore. Quick timeout. Let me go ahead and stay here. A 20-second timeout by Coach Walls. 3-point lead for Westfield, 62-59. 2:01 left here in the ball game. And tell you, the Watkins to Griffin Elmore combo down low has been big tonight.
Griffin's been great on that right block down low. He's found some open space, and as you said, Marquise Watkins has found him pretty much every time he's had an opportunity. And Westfield extends their lead out to 3 with 2:01 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, this has been a pretty good ball game thus far for both teams. I mean, Westfield has started off hot at the beginning of the first quarter and the beginning of the third quarter, and now it's kind of just been back and forth, back and forth. A lot of fouls. Very heated crowd, that's for sure. Well, at least on this side.
Yep. Not quite as bad as Fullington game last year?
Woo. Yeah, they want to look at our equipment. They want to see replays and all sorts of things. 62-59, though. Under 2 minutes to play. Mims with the basketball for Tiftarea. He gives it off to Stripling. Over to Cunningham. Cunningham. Bounce pass. Over to Stripling for three. Good! We are tied. We are tied, folks. And Westfield now, Griffin Elmore with the basketball. Gives it over to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Gives it over to Tanner Westbrook for three. Tanner thought about it. Pulls it back now. Kicks it out to Watkins. 190 seconds to play. We're tied here at the Hornets' Nest. Elmore over to Fitzpatrick. Ryan kind of does a little ballet move there to get rid of that one. Watkins drives, kicks off in the last second to Griffin Elmore. Those two are magic together here tonight.
Yep, great job right there by Marquise Watkins driving the basketball and getting the lead back for the Hornets.
Now down low is Hobbs. Hobbs goes up with the left hand. He's going to be fouled. And who's that going to go on? 12. That's going to go on Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's Ryan's fourth foul.
That's his fifth.
Is it his fifth?
Yep.
So if that's Ryan's fifth, he will be coming out. That's 5 on Ryan, so he's out of the game. And John Bard will come back in. We're under a minute to play, 54.1 seconds left in this one. Westfield up by 2. To the line is Trent Hobbs. Hobbs 5 of 8 so far from the line. Has a chance to tie it up here. First of 2, good. And again, the Westfield crowd doesn't. We're gonna take them to school, put in a Duke game, and let them watch it. Hobbs again connects, and we're tied again. Tied at 64 with 52 seconds. They come to the press. Tanner Westbrook gets it off to John Bard, and here comes Giles Amos with the dunk. Giles throws it down. His mom and dad over there smiling big. Westfield retakes the lead with 38 seconds to go. John Bard guarding closely to Mims. They set the pick. Bard picks it back up on Mims. Give it off to Trent Hobbs. Hobbs over to Cunningham. Down low goes to Jack Rain. Giles with the block. They want a foul that was nothing but ball. Giles Amos is coming to play here in this last minute. The inbound goes to Hobbs. Hobbs swings it over to Mims. We're under 20 seconds. Bounce pass. Over to Cunningham for three. Off the back iron. No good. Rebound goes to Giles Amos. Man. Woo! This has been a great game here tonight. Push goes on Tiftarea. That is 5 fouls on Hobbs, I believe. So Hobbs will foul out of the ball game. Trent Hobbs pleading his case, but and now to the free throw line will be Giles Amos. Reinhardt will come in to replace Hobbs as Giles Amos will shoot 2 here, or is it a 1-1? 1-1, I believe.
I don't know.
No, it's 2. Giles misses the first. That leaves the door open here.
Too flat.
Yeah, not a lot of arc on that one. Giles 9 of 15 thus far from the line. 10 of 16. And Westfield has a 3-point lead with 13.7 seconds. We'll stay here. So this has been money well spent even though we didn't spend any to come in here, but this has been a good game.
Yeah, you're right. And even the crowd over there and the crazies, they're having to go outside to get a breather. It's getting a little hot up in this gym.
Yeah, it's been a great Tuesday night basketball game here at the Hornets Nest. Westfield is led by as many as 10, I believe. They've had to fight and claw their way to maintain this lead of 67-64 here at the moment. 13.7 seconds left. And the Hornets doing their cheer over there on the far side. Verifying the timeouts here are the referees. Looking over there, you got a lot of talented football players there in that front row. See Deal, Wade Walker, Tucker Moody, Aiden Murphy, John Walker Moore, Matthew Moore, Josh Jenkins, amongst others. Austin Doyle over there as well. Reinhardt inbound the basketball. He gives it off to Stripling. Stripling, no look pass, and it's going to be picked off and going to the backcourt. Now Raines is going to take it. Reinhardt's got it, and there's under 4 seconds. Now over to Raines, kicked away and given off, and that's going to do it. Westfield's going to win here tonight, 67-64 over the Tiftarea Panthers. What a ball game here tonight. So Westfield wins 67-64. And why don't we go ahead and take a quick break and come back with our our Bill and Laura Amos post-game show right after this on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.
Join us for the next basketball game on the early season for Westfield as they host the Trinity Christian School next Tuesday, December 9th. The Lady Hornets will tip at 6:30, and they will be followed up by the boys game tipping at 8 o'clock, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network. The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. With all of your game stats, impact players, and analysis of the game, welcome into the MidGASports.net postgame show, presented by Bill and Laura Amos, proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics.
Welcome into the Bill and Laura Amos postgame show, where Westfield wins here tonight 67-64 is your final. What a great game this was, Brett. From start to finish, it was back and forth, back and forth. Things got tight towards the end, but Westfield showed their true colors and played extremely well. They're doing a call on a white iPhone here, but Westfield wins 67-64. And why don't we go ahead and give our Sonic player of the game here tonight? And that is going to go to Mr. John Bard. John finished with 11 points, but his great energy he brought, and unfortunate couple of bumps here this evening.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him for that.
Yeah, he played great. I thought he was him and Griffin Elmore were the reasons why Westfield was able to kind of stem the tide in the third quarter and get the lead back. And then, Tiftarea, you got to give them credit. They came back and tied it late, and then Giles, I thought, finished it off for him nicely. And Marquise Watkins did a good job with I know if we kept assists, he would have probably at least 4 in the last 2 minutes or so. So great job all the way around. A little sloppy. Like I said, the shooting was not great, but, that's to be expected. Westfield hasn't played a game or really practiced that much. So excellent job to come out with a win, and Westfield can just build off this win here at home in the first game of the night, or first game of the season.
So Westfield a winner here tonight, 67-64 over the Tiftarea Panthers. And they improved to 1-0 on the year. And we'll be back home again next Tuesday here at the Hornets Nest against the Trinity Christian Crusaders from Dublin.
Yep.
Will come a-calling. So we'll be here Tuesday, 6:30 will be the tip for the girls' game. followed by the boys' games shortly thereafter. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Sorry for the little problem early on, but we got that corrected and was able to bring it to you. So thanks again to everybody involved, and Westfield wins both games 2-0 tonight. So thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
The Middle Georgia Sports Network would like to thank all of its basketball sponsors for making this season's broadcast possible. Those valuable sponsors include Brandon Outfitters, Planners First, Com South, Sonic America's Drive-In, David Reagan Ford, and proud parents and supporters of Westfield Athletics, Bill and Laura Amos. Join us for the next basketball game on the early season for Westfield as they host the Trinity Christian School next Tuesday, December 9th. The Lady Hornets will tip at 6:30, and they will be followed up by the boys game tipping at 8 o'clock, only on the Middle Georgia Sports Network.